Grand Island Manufacturing Operations is home to the Case axial flow combines. There are production 2 combine ranges, spanning 6 models, are built at the facility, and each machine comprises more than 12,000 separate components. A good deal of manufacturing is done in-house. This includes the laser cutting of steel sheet components and the welding and fabrication of structures from them. The Grand Island factory uses 544 tons of steel each week at the height of seasonal production. Components are constructed by individual specialist teams. Modern measurement systems mean efficiency of steel sheet use is as high as 75%, with the remainder recycled. Key components are then folded where necessary and constructed using a combination of robot and manual welding. Many of the parts are made in the factory using sheet steel and then cutting out the parts with a laser cutter. These parts, along with all of the other parts made by other companies, are then put on a conveyor system that is about 2 miles long that will then move it through a cleaning and painting system. Almost every part is painted. Some high-wear parts are made of stainless steel. The letters are laser cut into the marking parts so they can be identified after painting. The construction process for assembling each axial flow rotor from its constituent parts takes about 1 hour. Once finished, the balanced rotor is then installed into the body of the combine. Primary steel components, including cab structures, are individually corrosion treated with an alkaline cleaner and then a zirconium metal conditioner. Steel elements are then primed undercoated before thermoset acrylic painting is carried out on a line which stretches to 4 kilometers. A total of 95 liters of paint is used per combine, followed by oven baking to 169°. Machine construction begins as 2 separate elements. The chassis, transmission and engine form one unit, while the threshing system forms another, before the 2 are married together later down the line. This comprises primarily of the axles and key hydrostatic drive components for the combine's transmission, with the unit then ready to later receive the body of the machine. During the next stage of the process, major elements of the bodywork, such as the grain tank, with the cab frame having been fully assembled and dressed elsewhere in the plant, the next stage in the process is the installation of the cab onto the rapidly developing machine. The top half of the combine, chiefly the cab, grain tank and body, then join the base, consisting primarily of the chassis, elevator and cleaning system. Power, electrical and hydraulic connections are coupled and the unit is essentially ready to run. In addition, are installed onto the combine, which now starts to take on a more familiar shape. The last process at the end of the manufacturing line is the installation of wheel and tire equipment. Machines for the North American market will usually leave the factory on the tire equipment ordered by the customer, although as many in the region fit dual wheels, it will be only the inners which are added at the plant. Combines destined for other parts of the world, including the UK and the rest of Europe, are often fitted with slave wheels before wheel and tire equipment is later fitted in the destination country. Grand Island builds both the 150 and larger 250 series axial flow combines, which each have distinct design differences, with grain tank capacities alone spanning 8,800 to 14,400 liters.